Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make a bow in a survival situation. Assuming you already have the 5 C's, you'll need a saw if you have one, a machete if you have one, and a fixed blade knife. If you have the knife, you could do this all with a knife, it'd just be a lot harder. And you also need cordage, good enough cordage that will hold up for a bowstring. You also need a good tree trunk of cedar or whatever good bow making woods you got around, such as ash, Osage orange, or maple. Any of those would work. So let's get started. What you want to do is you want to start carving away the bigger side of the belly. The belly of the bow is the side that's going to be facing towards you when you pull, righty or lefty. So you want to start hacking away at the bigger side so you get them roughly even. But don't ever touch the back, the side away from you, because that will compromise the integrity of the tree. So you just want to keep hacking away, trying to get the bark off on that side. You might want to split it a little. Just come in here and with a baton, or you can use the end of the tree, because this one's a little long for a bow. I'm gonna cut off right here, right about here, so that I can use this end for a baton and have to carve away less. So once you got the end off, see, you want the bow about chest height, then you can start by finding the part you want to have the belly, so the one with the slight curve in it, so the belly of the bow can be there. Use your machete to start splitting, not all the way to the center, just a little bit in front of it. So you want to split with your baton just to get excess material off, but don't split like too deep, otherwise you'll ruin your bow. So you just want to try to make it even with the little side. Make it about the same size by like going on either side, making it a circle. Just try to even out the sides. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it a circle around here. So do this until you get the sides about even. Once you get it to the depth you want it, then take your knife and start carving the sides to make it even with this side. See? So you just want to carve just as much as you can, so then they're even width. Now you need to notch your bow. So if you have a saw, take it, and this is the only time you're going to touch the back of the bow. You cut a little notch right there, and then go on the side and cut it down a little bit, like that. Not left-handed, as you can see here, but I tried. I'm gonna cut off the end here because it's a little too small. So yeah. And then I'm gonna also cut off the end here. So yeah. It's hard to do this in frame because I don't have anything to set it on, but There. See, the notching is complete. Notch, and then you need a notch right here, and the side notches. So now, just take your string and loop it in the notch, put it in the notch, take it around. You can tie any old knot, a slip knot or an overhand knot. I recommend just an old overhand square knot. A couple of those overhand knots, a couple of those. It doesn't have to be tight because you're gonna tighten it on the other side. So what you do is you want to cut it off. You want to cut the string off right about even with the length of the bow. Right there. So now you want to make it shorter than the length of the bow, so when you notch it, it bends the bow a little, like that. So now you want the loop to be about 6 inches down the bow. So then you can tie your any old overhand knot once again, or any knot you want to tie that makes a loop. Could be a bowline, that would probably work pretty well. But just make it big, make the loop big enough to fit over the end, and with a little spare room, so you can string and unstring it comfortably, like that. So now, after you've finished tying the bowstring, all you gotta do is you put your leg, you put your first leg on this side of the bow, and then put your other leg through the bow and bend it over. And when you're doing that, just put the string in the notch right there. There. Now you do something that's called tillering. You carve away. See, mine's bent wrong, right? You want to carve away more of this side until it bends evenly. I'll do that now. Here I am stringing up the bow after I removed my excess material. So just put the loop over that one, and then in its little notch, place it on the ground, put your foot on, grab the other loop, put it over, put that one on. Still a little bit too much right here. I think I got a fracture a little bit, or I carved a little too much of material away. Finally, I've got it close enough that it bends close enough that for my video. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it your first try. You probably won't. You'll have to restart a couple of times. It took me about 5 times of making my first bow before I actually got one to work. Here's my demo/firing test. I'm aiming for that tree. That's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.